And it uses client-side MVC, Model View Controller, and on-the-fly UI creation. So the widgets are created only when they're used, and they're not created more than once. So if you switch around, it uses the same memory. It has a web-native look and feel. The controls, it has history, and it has bookmarks. So let's switch to this example now. So this is the kitchen sink sample, and this is freely available on the web. This URL will work for you as well. And you'll see here we have some basic widgets, things that you would expect in any UI framework. So we have drop-downs, buttons, checkboxes, we have panels, and as I mentioned before, we preserve the text size if the user wishes to change the text size. So you'll notice it didn't go all funny, the text didn't go in random directions. We also have lists. So I have a suggest box here. So we have autocomplete. So this is just like Google Suggest. And tree widgets. There's a rich text editor. So you don't need to write one yourself. And we also have pop-ups. So you can show the pop-up, and also we have dialog boxes. And we love showing off this photo. This is a member of the Google Web Toolkit team, and this man here is former American President Jimmy Carter. And the next photo we can't show you, which is the Secret Service dragging this man away. Now, before I go on, I mentioned I would show you an example of history in Google Web Toolkit. If you were paying close attention, you will have noticed up the top the hash was changing. So if I click on panels, it now says panels, whereas if I click on pop-ups, it changes the hash in the URL. Which means that if I go back and forth in the browser, it's going through my history. And you'll see the information wasn't lost. So the quick brown fox is still there, all done for you. And I can take this URL, and I can even paste it in a new tab or bookmark it, send it to a friend, and it opens to the exact place I had it. So that's history taken care of by Google Web Toolkit. The other example I would like to show you was not made by Google. It was made by a company called Lombardi Software, and they created Lombardi Blueprint, which is high-power, collaborative business process management tool. And to quote their senior director of marketing, he said, "We needed the user's experience to be fast, highly interactive, and easy enough to use by any business user." Let's have a look at it. So it looks like any Ajax website, but wait until I log in. So this entire website was made with Google Web Toolkit. And try and think about some web applications you've seen, and then have a look at this. It's a standard diagramming tool, but very powerful. It looks more like a desktop application. And I can change the text. I can shuffle around. I can drill down. I can change to a process diagram. I can change the zoom. Very powerful tool. And it's very fast, you'll notice as well. People generally don't believe that you can make an application this fast. And I'll talk in a moment about how Google Web Toolkit gets your Ajax so fast. Firstly, you'll notice this slide has